Welcome viewers. Today we'll be diving into a recent development surrounding PM Narendra Modi's visit to the United States and his meetings with Tesla CEO Elon Musk and US National Security Advisor Walt Michael. With us today is KP sir, a key expert on international relations to discuss the potential impact of these discussions on India's growth and business landscape. Sir, to start, there's has been a strong focus on expanding trade ties. What do you see the key opportunities for growth in India-US trade?
Well, India-US relations, as you know, the important meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump has already taken place, and it has been decided to take the level of trade, the bilateral level of trade, to 500 billion by 2030, I believe. So obviously, between the two leaders, there is good chemistry, personal chemistry, and a determination to raise the level of trade on the one hand. On the other hand, President Trump has also said that he would impose what he calls reciprocal tariffs. You must have seen that. Now, the expression reciprocal tariffs is what shall I say? Is not understood in international trade. Let me give an example. America has been exporting and wants to export to India Harley Davidson. You know that motorcycle about which President Trump made so much fuss during his first term, and
Yes.
India sort of conceded. So India is putting suppose 20% tariff on that. Now, in the case of a motorcycle, it's a question of the engine capacity. Okay, this is more than 1600 cc. Now, suppose India were exporting to America, a motorcycle which is above 1500 cc engine capacity, then America can impose the same tariff, the 20% which I mentioned earlier. But suppose India is not, you know, then there is no
Yes.
question. Suppose India is exporting something of 800 cc. Now, it will be unfair and unjust on the part of America, against a tariff of 20% on 1600 cc plus. This reciprocal tariff does not make much sense. But then you look at Trump. He mentioned that he was going to create an external revenue service, if you remember, by raising tariffs. He said there will be so much money, and he called it external tariff. External revenue service. We have the internal revenue service, income tax, GST. These are all internal. Now, if you are an importer in San Diego, California, and I'm an exporter from Mumbai, and if President Trump raises the tariff, who pays the raised tariff? You pay it. You pay it in San Diego. I don't pay it in Mumbai. Of course, I may reduce the price. That's a different matter. But the tariff is paid by you. In other words, it is internal revenue. It is not external revenue. So there
Yes.
are what shall I say, conceptual weaknesses in President Trump's thought. And also he said, he has again repeated, BRICS is dead. I don't know whether you saw that news item. He says BRICS is dead. No, BRICS is not dead. And he says that BRICS wants to have its own alternate currency. Again, he is wrong. In the last summit in Russia, Russia itself said there is no plan. And between you and me, India also does not want an alternate BRICS currency, which will be dominated by Chinese currency. India doesn't want it. But the thing is that India wants to do in our own currency. Say with UAE, we have signed a deal. We will use their currency and our currency. So the world has a problem with Trump. Let's see. Let's see.
Sir, what is your take on like free trade agreements, and what? How do you see the role of like Indo-American entrepreneurs in fostering these strong ties between India and US?
No, there are strong ties between India and US for various reasons. One is that United States wants India on its side in its confrontation with China. Second is that United States and especially Trump wants to sell lots of arms, weapons to India. Third is that having India on its side sort of raises America's diplomatic profile. The largest democracy with us. These are the reasons why America wants India with it. Now, as regards India, India of course wants to be with America or get closer to it. But my own thought is, of course, I'm not speaking on behalf of the government. It is better to shake hands with America than to hug America. Why? Because
Yes, sir.
if you hug America, it will be so tight, and you may find it difficult to breathe. Because America
Yes, sir.
doesn't believe in having equal relationship. I'll tell you a true story. An Italian minister once told me, this was in 2000. I retired in 2000. I was ambassador in Rome. She told me that they were in Paris to discuss something to do with Serbia and Madeleine Albright. Well, at some point, discussion was going on and on. She said, "Here is a resolution that I want all of us to adopt." And then she looked at her watch. I'm leaving in 32 minutes. In other words, what the Italian minister told me is that it is very difficult to have an equal, conversation with the United States. Marilyn
Yes,
Albright was
sir.
saying, "Here is a resolution which you should adopt, and I'm leaving." So, in other words, you better do it before I leave.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the way Americans behave. Okay, I mean it's a real world. We deal with it. It's okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you for sharing like your valuable insights, and very much thank you for joining us on ETV.
Thank you.